show. Oh, I hope this is going to be a quick video. Basically, the Camber Energy is doing some filings. The filings are almost done. Price could start moving, and I was wondering what the assets are worth. How much is Camber Energy worth? Had no idea, right? Today is May 19th, 2022. Let me start by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This information is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. So you know the reason of the video. We see the filings. This is the current status of the filings as of the time I'm making this video. The Form 10K-T, which is the for 2020, December 31st, has been filed. That was filed this morning, I think around 6 a.m. or so. And we just have 4 left to go. The next 4 should be fairly easy. They'll probably get done fairly quickly. And not worried about those at all. Okay. Next, to find out how much Camber Energy is worth, we have to look at Viking Energy. Viking Energy owns everything. Camber has a 73% stake in Viking. That's the most important thing. The thing we care about is Petrodome. The oil and gas resources, most of it is in Petrodome, we believe. So if we look at the Form 10K-T that was filed this morning, and we look at the bottom of page 1, we see there were 414,290,116 shares as of May 16th, 2022. So that number is valid and as pretty current as possible. Okay. Next, let's look at the Viking Energy Form 10K that was filed. This is the 10K for December 31st, 2021. If we drop down to the oil and gas reserves on page 25, we see the proved reserves as of December 31st, 2021. We have a section for oil, section for natural gas, and total proved, which is a barrel of oil equivalent. MBBL, by the way, means 1,000 barrels of oil. So a 1 MBBL would be 1,000 barrels of oil. There are a total of 583,280 MBBLs. Multiply the MBBLs by 1,000 and you get 583,280,000 barrels of oil in the ground. That's a fair amount of oil, okay? A little more than 500 million barrels of oil, okay? In terms of oil equivalent, when you factor in the natural gas, that's actually about 1.6 billion barrels of oil equivalent in the ground. That's a lot of oil equivalent. Okay, mostly it's natural gas, but hey, I'll take it. Because this is a production run, or these are production wells, we know what it costs to actually extract the oil out of the ground. The average cost of production per barrel of oil equivalent is $15.63 as of December 31st, 2021. That means that is a relatively accurate number. It's a relatively relevant number. It's only 3 months old or 5 months old. So it's I would expect that average cost of production to still be relevant today. So this is the energy. This is the information we've extracted from the Form 10Ks. And if we just rearrange them around, we can put them in our spreadsheet. If you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know how this spreadsheet works. If you haven't, I will go over this spreadsheet for you. So let's start. We start with the price of oil. We just give it an arbitrary number, like say $70 per barrel. I know it's a lot more than $70 per barrel right now. The COGS cost is the cost of goods sold, or the cost of production of oil, and that's $15.63, which we stick in there. That means that we have a gross revenue of $54.37 per barrel of oil. We give a valuation of oil in the ground at 12%. That means that in terms of dollars per barrel in the ground, we got $6.52 in the ground. Camber Energy owns 73% of Viking, so therefore that oil in the ground per barrel is $4.76. There's almost 500 million barrels of oil down there. So that means that we're looking at $2.8 billion is a valuation of oil in the ground, okay? Factor in corporate tax and underwriter fee, and you've got a valuation of oil in the ground at about 1.9 billion. Fair amount still. Divide that across 414 million shares, and you have about $4.69 per share for oil at $70 per barrel. Now we know oil's not at $70 per barrel, so we just take the spreadsheet and do it for 70, 80, 90, 100, all the way out to $130 per barrel. And we see the valuation of oil on a per share basis, right? So we're talking anywhere from $5 to $9.87 based upon the price of oil, okay? Now, we did that for oil alone back then, right? Not for the oil and the natural gas. Factor in the natural gas, which is 1.6 billion barrels of oil almost, equivalent. And the numbers go up. Put it in the spreadsheet. As you can see, the numbers go up. They go anywhere from $12.71 to $26.73 based upon the price of oil. Now, because I don't like looking at columns of numbers all day, I much prefer to look at charts. I made a chart out of it and took the relevant information out in a nice little chart and put the settings for the chart in there, right? And this is how I like to look at it. We're looking anywhere from $12 on up to over $25 per barrel, right? In terms of value of oil per share. Okay. Let's say the average cost of production goes up. Most people don't have a cost of production of $15.63 per barrel of oil equivalent. For most people, it's around $35. If the cost did go up, that means the value in terms of dollars per share would go down, and we can see that happened. We stick that in the charts again, and we can see, we can make our table, and we can see the value does go down. So at $15, we're looking at between 12 to 25, and at $35 per barrel of oil extraction cost, I guess, we're looking at anywhere between 8 to 20 almost, $8 to $20 per barrel, say. Okay. So here's the summary. Currently, the price of Camber Energy, stock symbol CEI, is about 76 cents per share. I'm saying that the minimum value for that stock, just upon the price of oil alone, should be around $15 to $20 per barrel. I mean, $15 to $20 per share at $100 per barrel of oil. And after they do the merger, you could expect a 3x gain in price. So you're talking anywhere from $45 to $60 per share. If there's a short squeeze and there's a 3x gain in price from that, you're talking anywhere from $136 to $177 per share. And if the short squeeze results in a 5x gain, then it's $225 to $300 per share. Again, it's just math. It's just math. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Information is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only, right? This is just what the math is saying. Price of oil today, WTI at the time of this video, $108 per barrel. We can see that over the last year, it's been headed upwards. It started out at about, say $65 per barrel about a year ago. Got as high as 130 bucks per barrel, say. And now it's down to about 108 or so, okay? One last thing, James Doris made a tweet. He said, you need to get your electronic pen out and scratch some more off your list. He is, of course, referring to the list of filings that need to be done. So by the time you see this video, there'll probably be a lot more filings that have been taken care of. So that's it. That's it for the video. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This information is intended for entertainment and educational purposes only. Okay, thanks. Goodbye.